So here we are with the first episode of House Slippers. It is I, Bardo Jones.
It's your boy DJ Teefy, your favorite rapping DJ.
Off camera we have
Rachel Rene.
And our very first guest in the House of Houses, we got...
What's up, y'all, my man? Ooh, shit. It's too much pressure, nigga. Like, when niggas said...
We're not editing none of this out.
Tight shit.
I've been popping since a novice, to be honest. I show promise on my very first project. It's ironic, same time. Low profit, no deposit. I was lacking shit, but I still got it. Now I'm dropping flows at these shows, watching my influence grow. Man, it's less about what you do, man, and more who you know. G.O.D. my daddy, man, and Jesus is the bro. I'm still hungry from the days that I was sleeping on the floor. Like Cole, had dreams, turn goals, whole team, go pro. Like them niggas 6'4". I know hitters who gon' mask up, no quarantine. Same time I was working on.
Nah, bro. For real, man. Like, no, it fucked me up because it's like, bro, I the whole time thinking, is he gonna go to Rachel first or is he gonna go to me first?
I wasn't sure where I was gonna go first.
Yeah, type shit. So like,
I go to my
this
right,
nigga hit with the no look.
So I was like, fuck it, the teeth, and then we just gonna let him decide, and he decided.
Yeah, no, listen.
He didn't decide. I just like, bet.
You looked at Rachel, nigga, that threw me the ball talking about some. Nigga was like, my name is Dibble. Dibble that. Nah. Nigga, damn, nigga, that was you with your long ass foot, nigga.
Right. Okay, man, here we are with the very first episode of House Slippers. We got Bardo Jones, that's me.
It's your boy DJ Teefy, your favorite rapping DJ.
Hey, off camera, we got
Rachel Rene.
And then our star of the show, our very first guest, episode 00001.
What's up, man? It's your boy Deuce.
Deuce out here, man.
Hey,
clap. That's the
insert sound. Insert sound.
So what's been good with you, dudes?
Hey, man, I mean, shit, bro, just working, man, you feel me? Or at least attempting to work for real, like, you know, with the pandemic and shit like that. I'm somebody who likes to perform, and
yeah,
pandemic's kind of been slowing that down, but things are starting to pick back up. We just had a dope-ass show not too long ago, so hoping to see a lot more of those in the future type shit.
Yeah, shout out Columbus Underground Sets for throwing that show. It was a really good event.
Hell yeah. Shit, I think the last time we all really performed together was what, Confest?
Probably, yeah.
That was 2019.
2019.
Fuck that bitch up, though.
Yeah, we tore that bitch up, but it's been a minute.
Ironically, bro, at that show, bro, was the only person who wasn't there was you, bro, because it was me, Tree, Dame, and Bardo, bro.
This
and
last show,
you feel me? And I just made mention, like, nigga, we all ain't been on the same stage, bro, since that fucking... Well, actually, a little bit after that, bro. I think we did Taste the Trini after that.
Yeah, that one show.
That one show.
But you was there too, wasn't you?
Taste of Trini?
You wasn't?
I think so, because I'm still here.
Yeah, I don't know what else would DJ for it.
It was Swamp DJ'd it, because I think it was Swamp show. It's like Swamp, VA Visions.
Maybe.
Nah, I think I was there.
I thought he was, though.
Definitely think I was
Still
there.
2019, though, but that was the last time that we all been together.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure.
I was trying to do the I applied for us to do the Confest 2020, but me and Deuce had one online show. I wasn't feeling it. It was just the energy. You got that energy you got to produce. I'm definitely a stage rapper. Like that's where I feel
feed off the energy.
Yeah, feeding off of that. I like the lights and stuff.
Hell yeah.
I did that Columbus Women and Girls Fest.
I remember
that.
that.
Was a virtual thing, and it was actually pretty smooth. I was surprised. It was really weird to do, but there was actually enough people there to do the production that it still kind of felt like just being at a really, really, really small show.
Man.
But I definitely feel like that's...
I did some virtual DJing. That shit was weird. It was like, I'm trying to amp the crowd up, but the crowd's not there. And then my neighbors knocked on the door like, can you turn that down? Like, bro, I'm really not at a concert, bro. Like, I'm DJing for nobody but my neighbors, and they don't like it.
And they don't like it.
So you was like spinning records in the crib? I'm thinking you was about to say like you literally had like a room full of people and you was somewhere else like COVID protocols, nigga. Y'all dance over there and I'm a DJ at the crib.
I was on live at the crib.
So there was a group of people like somewhere.
I guess.
Or y'all always a whole bunch. You was just live streaming.
It was more so people. Like we had like an honesty hour live,
like
so
in a Zoom call or something,
where everybody's just watching our live.
All type shit.
You feel me? So we spinning records, and then we would have a poet add in to the live. You know what I'm saying? And be the poet for the moment. Like tag you into the live. They spit their little poetry piece, and then it would go back to playing music, but. it was crazy because you know the copyright infringement. They like ending the live. Like
he played a wrong
yeah, like, bro,
try to turn the buck off of this. How much Bitcoin you get for this nigga? You gotta turn that shit off.
At the beginning, you gotta. I don't own the rights to none of this.
For real, I need that. Like, cause it was too much. I ain't like the pandemic at all. Shit, I had a kid in the pandemic. It was terrible.
Damn, bro. You want to say that together? He said I had a kid in the pandemic.
Like,
Pause.
I mean,
It was terrible. Like
the kid was a blessing, of course, but
the way you said it though was like I had a kid in the pandemic.
Having a
terrible.
kid in the pandemic was terrible. Like I bet you
process,
everybody
pregnancy?
the pregnancy, being cooped up in the house.
School for the pandemic was terrible.
That's what's terrible, bro.
My son was
Fucking
only in kindergarten.
Exactly. That virtual stuff, my daughter did that too. My oldest.
They doing better with it now, but like last year, bro, a lot of people had to be the teacher for. So like for
But
my
it
little
was
brother,
new, it was hard.
You feel me? That shit was hard for me, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm sorry, bro, because I don't have the tool set to motherfucking teach you. Like I don't even know how to be a teacher, which is actually a skill. People don't realize like the reason why the motherfuckers go to school for so goddamn long, bro, is because that's actually a skill how to deal with kids, their emotions. And
Yeah, that socializing is important. For real.
Nah, bro. Me and that nigga was in there like 2 + 2, nigga, on blood. Like that nigga, you feel me? Like really just tense, and he just like, bro, like you feel me?
Because most people not trained for it, and they be expecting the teachers like, why ain't my kid learning? Like, bro, I'm mostly a babysitter. I'm with your kid more waking hours of the day than you are, bro. You can't really complain about what's going on here, bro. So you able to do it. And then parents was like sending teachers letters like, yo, I apologize. I can't imagine what you go through with 30 of these bad boys in the class. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't deal with little bro doing the school.
And it's my kid.
And it's my kid.
Like,
kid. So I'm glad you made it about that pandemic, bro. Still making music. That shit's definitely. I know a lot of people that was defeated as far as us creators.
Well, you know,
did you ever go through a writer's block?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I quit.
You quit music?
I quit music, bro. And I think nobody knew I had quit, bro. Like, funniest shit, just kind of like, so what happened was, 2019, I had burned out, bro. Like, I was like, we had did all them shows, bro, and it was great, but I just was feeling some type of way. It was like the loneliest ever. It's like when you talk about like lonely in a room full of people, bro, like everybody just moving by you and shit. And matter of fact, Rachel was like, yo, ain't this like what you wanted? I did a show at Victory. She's like, ain't this what you wanted, bro? And like at that moment, it literally broke me. Like, this is actually the saddest shit ever. You didn't mean to. That's what I'm saying. She said it with the most genuine smile. She's like, cause I had talked about doing victories and I stood up in the middle of the crowd on the chair and rapped and everything, bro. She's like, ain't that what you wanted? And literally, like, as she said that, bro, I just laid in bed and I just played it right. Like, ain't that what you wanted? Like, that's not what I want.
Is it?
So at that point, I hadn't quit. At that point, you feel me? I just took a break. Then 2020 hits. I'm doing a couple shows, bro. It's going good. Then the pandemic hits. So initially, when the pandemic hits, bro, I lose the crib and I lose my job right off the top. Like, they sell the crib that I'm living in and I lose my job. So it's like, fuck. And then, bro, you feel me? Like, then we get all that money. But like you said, it's weird because you really can't do music. Like, damn, if this was any other time where I just didn't have to be at work, I'd be traveling. I'd be doing shows. I'd be booming. But instead, I'm at the house, you feel me? So
you sent me 3,600.
Hey, listen, man, I put on a show that you ain't never seen. So what even spurred me making the songs or whatever, bro, was that my grandfather actually passed. Me and him was really super close. And so, facts. My grandfather, he passed. And when he passed, I was like, yo, I just got to get out of Columbus, bro. Like, he had passed. I just broke up with a girlfriend because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I was in Grove City playing house. Like, that's what I did in 2020, bro.
I remember Shorty.
Yeah, you feel me, bro? Living my best life, bro. And I ain't going back to fuck with you niggas like it was a rap. But I had left and I had made the songs. I don't even want to say out of spite. It just felt like what I had to do in that moment. You feel me? And even still, that was a hard process because like I got the beats and everything and I'm ready to sit down. And literally, I probably rewrote the project 3 times in a matter of a week where like I sat down, wrote it, like this shit ain't good. Sat down again, rewrote it. I like that. Or tried to rework it. And then literally the night before I'm supposed to record the project, my homie Jesse, who made all the beats, shout out Jess Icy, this nigga actually played me a different set of beats. And he was like, bro, I don't even think you can rap no more, bro. You just walk around here kind of looking shitty. And so I went in there, bro, and actually that's when I made the one. And
that song's a banger.
Yeah, listen, I made that shit.
I like that song.
Nah, facts, bro. So I made that shit, and it's like it unlocked me back to rapping. So then when I went in there, bro, like literally in one night, bro, the night before, bro, I rewrote the whole project. And so, but even still, I had still quit because when I got back, I'm like, nothing's changed. You feel me? So I really just had the project, but it was in the tuck. And what ended up happening is my brother ends up moving back from Washington, and he was like, "Yo, bro, like I remember when you used to want to be better than Drake. What happened to that nigga?" And I was like, "I don't know, bro. Like honestly, it was kind of done." And then I went to the studio with him just trying to help out, and I had met Said from Triton Labs, and he was like, "Bro, you actually are pretty hard, bro." I was just sitting in the hallway, and he's like, "You make music?" I'm like, "Yeah, I played him." So he's like, "You actually pretty hard." And so me and him had discussed maybe trying to like put a little deal in place to put a project together, and it ended up not working out. But from that, I'm like, damn, nigga, you ain't never been offered no bread. Cause like even how that played out was crazy. Like he's like, what's it gonna take for you to make some music? And I'm just sitting there like, what's it gonna take? I mean, if you offering to record it and shoot the videos and shit like that, that's everything. And literally my brother is standing behind this nigga like a movie. Cause at that point I'm still not budged. He said, he's talking about money. He said he's talking about money, but he mouthing it to me. I said, oh, what is it gonna take? So once that, like, not that money was a motivator, but it just like, dude, you actually, it wasn't the money.
Get paid for what you want to do.
Type. It's like somebody sees enough value in you, bro. Why are you putting this down?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's
you feel
what
me?
Money is some type of place value.
And so that's what. So literally, bro, like 2020 was all a fucking block. Like 2019 was like fucking was already like slowing down momentum, and so it's like I'm trying to pick up speed, bro. And literally, life just kept on hitting me. So 2020, I was in a tuck. And then it just seemed like, oh shit, I got this project. I need to go ahead and start working on it, bro, so I can put it out. And so it really just kind of picked up fast, like from the end of December into the project released in March, bro. It was just like everything had to get done. The videos had to get shot. I had to go back down there and respit it, re-record. You know what I'm saying? So like 2020, bro, was a whole fucking block.
What about that the video shoot you did on the roof? And tell us about that and them people.
Oh, so once again, bro, everything that came together so fast. So like a week before the project drops, shout out to Carnelian Productions. Shout out to Cartier. I had met Cartier and my homie Van. I had met them two at a show I did in 2019, right before the pandemic, or in 2020, right before the pandemic. And so she was like, "Hey, I'm starting this company, a publishing company, I'm starting a company, and one of the things we offer is like publicists." So I'm like, "Okay, you feel me? I guess." She's like, "Yeah, just throw me, $50, which was you like, this is my first time doing it or whatever, and we'll see what I can get you." So I'm like, "All right, cool," but I'm not thinking nothing of it. You feel me? And literally from that, I landed probably the two biggest publications that I had. I landed a story in the Columbus Alive. And then I landed in the OSU Lantern. Mm-hmm. And that's just crazy because a shorty told me the other day, she was talking to her grandma about me. And she's like, "What's the boy's name?" She said, "It's D.U.E.C.E." And she typed it in, and the OSU Lantern story popped up. Or like somebody was like, "Hey, bro, I seen you on the Lantern." You feel me? So,
that's
so for sure, bro, shout out to everybody over there at OSU. Because them was kind of like landmarks for me. It was like, okay, I need to get linked in with OSU, you feel me? And so being able to do something on their publication was crazy. And then Columbus Alive, bro, I could just tell you like when it was still the paper copies, and I just would walk by like, nigga, I'm gonna be on that shit one day. And even though it's not the paper copies, I wish I would have been able to stop at the bus stop and grab one of them motherfuckers. Yeah. It still was like, nigga, this is what the fuck you talking about.
Print that shit up, bro.
Doubling back to my grandfather, that was some of the shit me and him talked about, bro. You feel me? Years before he passed, So like I moved back here in 2017. And we had talked about a lot of that stuff. So with him being gone and those things happening, you feel me? I'm like, damn, bro, like you really are closer than what the fuck you thought you was. Because I just thought I was dead in the water. So I've been doing this for a little minute. I just don't think it's going to progress anymore. You feel me? And you get older and you start thinking about your life and shit like that. And then it's like, well, what's my life without music? You feel me? So it's like, I have to get back to it.
Man, listen, too many rappers, too many musicians and just creators be trying to add that timeline to their shit, and it fuck your whole creative process up, bro.
Just thinking about like getting to like 30 and then you gotta quit or feeling the type of way, you feel me?
That's on. What I'm gonna be doing rapping at 30? Or you see the little, cause I can't beat you, bro. Them Facebook posts that say stuff like the memes, girls be like, "I'm so glad I'm not dating a local rapper," little shit like that. That shit burns me. I don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? It don't get to me like that, but that shit definitely be a little, you know what I'm saying, in the back of my head, like, damn, I'm a local rapper. And I'm like 30. And they, you feel me? Like, it low-key rained down on your parade, but you gotta remember, like, Jay-Z was 29 coming out. Oprah and shit was around that age, 30. Sorry. Like, getting fired from, like, jobs.
Two of my favorite rappers, well, I'll say one of my favorite rappers, his name is Luke. He's with Dreamville, and he is 32. He didn't drop his Dreamville project till he was about 28. You feel me? And what's crazy is there's a big gap. Like he had a project that was on like Two Dope Boys in like 2012, and that nigga took a break and didn't come back until like 2015, and then J. Cole picked him up, and then he dropped his project finally in like 2017. So, and he just dropped his next project. So it's like 28, 32. The thing about that I'm starting to learn is that I'm a big believer in God gives you what you need at the time that you need it. And I can honestly say if I would have quote unquote blown up at different points of my life, even this point in my life, you feel me? It's like I'm being more. I think about how many times, bro, I was so close, bro, like to being on the edge, bro, just like life's not worth nothing, and having the hope of, oh shit, but I could work towards something. When my grandfather died, I was done, like I was cooked. And so if not for the hope of still chasing my dreams and stuff like that, but if he would have died with the mental state that I had, and I was sitting on millions of dollars and still was lonely and still was confused and still couldn't figure it out, I'll be honest with you, bro. It would have been looking too good for your boy, because it's like, what do you have?
That's what I look forward to.
So I think God definitely is like, I'll put you in that position when you have a certain level of maturity. Yeah, you feel me? Like, but you got to be built a certain way for that type of life.
Because I hate seeing the people that still got shit to go through. They get them M's, and you see them crash and burn, and people judging them like, you had all that money. Yeah. How you end up like, bro?
I wasn't ready for it. You feel me? I was who I was.
I could have been ready for everything in the world. And life threw you snowball.
I feel like they intentionally find like really young, unbelievable talent to intentionally put them in that position.
Okay, like
I really feel a way about that.
Yeah, I really ain't gotta pay you for life because you gonna fuck it up some anyway type shit. Like you get a couple of M's right now, but it's only gonna last you, and then I've done made 50 of you on to the next one type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like expendable talent.
You see an artist burn out.
Yeah. I know that every 2 to 3 years I'm gonna get me a new little Uzi or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, actually, there's a write-off. So it's really sick stuff to me.
Yeah, no facts. Like you said, you see an artist like come up and burn out at a crazy rate. Like it used to be a time, probably like back in the 60s, like it took time for James Brown to become James Brown, but then he was James Brown for the next 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga was James Brown till they threw that motherfucker in the dirt. But now it's like you have kids literally make their first song, blow up, get a deal, and then, you know,
it's over by the time they're 25.
By the time they're 25, bro, they're just burnt out, bro. It's like
heard of them again.
Because you never get I think the good thing, I always told myself this too, I was like, man, I really do. Once I started my musical journey, I said, I feel like something about music is going to help me to mature and grow in a way, bro, that, you feel me, I don't even know how to explain it. And I thought that was, you know, rich and famous, but I'm glad that I've gotten that opportunity to grow through my music, but not be under a microscope. Because I've done so much shit over the last 4 years. It's like, nigga, if that was on TMZ, man, you're cooked, bro. You feel me? Like, if that conversation would have got leaked, or if this situation would have been made public or whatever, you feel me, bro? It's like, nigga, nobody gonna want to listen to D.U.E.C.E after that. You feel me, bro? Or they go, you know what I mean? Like, that's real. So it's like, man, I'm glad that I was able to, I feel like I'm prepared now for sure, but at the same time, I'm still open to. I think the thing that helps me be prepared is knowing that low key you're never fully prepared. See, at one point I thought, damn, if I get to this spot, you feel me, then bam, it'll just. But it's like, no, you're gonna get to a spot, you feel me, and it's just gonna be transportation to the next motherfucking spot. You feel me?
You might tackle a financial goal, but you still got some growth here or there.
Yeah, type shit.
Some type of shit that you need to work on.
For sure. So.
Nah, that's what's up. I like your mindset, bro. That shit really gonna take you far. Like, I heard a quote that somebody said, if you don't know yourself before fame, it changes you. And you seem to have a pretty good grasp, at least, on most of yourself. You know, everybody still getting to know themselves because you changing, you know what I'm saying, over time. But if you know yourself a little bit before you just, boom, right in the public eye, it's a little better. A lot better, I should say.
Yeah, because everybody's opinions, man. Be weighing on you.
Man, it start pushing you in directions that you didn't intend on being pushed. Like, damn, okay.
I'll be honest with you, bro. Funny story, and I don't know when this is going to air, but just know that I really started to understand myself maybe 3 days ago. Like, legit. Like, or matter of fact, I think maybe the last week. So 7 days ago, bro, I sat here with Rachel, bro, and admitted some things about myself that I did not realize was super duper prevalent. And I was like, nigga, that changes the game. Like, for example, anxiety. I've had anxiety my whole life, but not knowing what anxiety is, I didn't know when it would pop up. And so for me, it used to be like when I first started rapping, rap was my social life. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm going to be out here at the show with all these people and you feel me? And that's supposed to make me happy. And then it dawned on me, bro, like just reflecting these last couple of weeks and literally last week, it's like, nigga, rap could not be your social life because this is not how you conduct your social life. You ain't about to go somewhere with a bunch of people. You ain't about to motherfucking go somewhere where it's loud, niggas is drinking shit like that. You don't even do none of that shit. You feel me? It's like, it's an exception. You feel me? Like, now I look at music as more of my job or my career. And not so much like that it's a burden, but you know what I'm saying? Because if you got a job you really like, you like showing up to your motherfucking job. So I like showing up to these clubs. I like doing my music and executing and shit like that. You feel me, bro? But after that, I'm going home, you feel me? Or I'm not looking for that same solace as somebody who really came to the club to turn up. Yeah. Like, I didn't come here for the drink special. I didn't come here to get twerked on, you feel me? I ain't come here for none of that, bro. I came here to rap. Once that's done, Michigan Bleak, fold up the box, bro, and I'm not looking for nothing else, you feel me? I was literally trying to find my way while also being a rapper. Like, okay, this person likes this, so maybe I'm popping or maybe I'm cool. It's like, no, nigga, you was cool when you came in this bitch. You feel
what
me?
do you feel like the anxiety, like what about the anxiety do you feel like was driving that specifically? Like, how do you think your anxiety was making you kind of feel like you needed to function a different way there?
I think my anxiety, because I used to think that I had depression. I've been depressed before, but I don't think I have depression. What it is that anxiety, what it was doing was, it was putting me in like in a trauma loop. So what happened is, I would get really, really anxious. I would get really, really drained. And then I would look for these shows or look for these interactions with the music to replenish me. Not realizing like, nigga, you're just giving yourself more anxiety. Like, to be honest with you, anything past like maybe one or two people is literally going to give me anxiety, especially if I didn't know that it was going to be more than one or two people. So like with this, am I a little anxious? Yes, but I've been known for a couple weeks, you feel me? But if we were just, say this was a typical conversation and I just start off talking to Rachel and then Bardo comes in here and then you come in a little bit after that, my anxiety is already, because I used to think anxiety was extreme pressure situations and it's not. It's like anxiety literally is just this thing. And me and Rachel was talking about it. You know, she's like, you think anxiety is your cousin that comes visit you once a year. Like, no, anxiety is your motherfucking roommate. Like, matter of fact, you and anxiety be laying in bed with each other type shit. You feel me? I'm just thinking like, no, this only comes when shit go bad. It's like, nigga, I get anxious when shit get good. Yeah. You feel me? I was blowing my, everybody was singing me happy birthday and that shit was getting intense, nigga. I'm like, God damn. And I mean, I knew nothing bad was going to happen, bro, but it's like all these people are celebrating me and
it's too much to do.
You feel me, bro? Like, I blew up my candles and then I was
like a sensory overload.
Type shit. So
I feel like you've always been a person though who, when somebody asks you, as long as you feel like talking about it, you're able to talk about these things, which a lot of times people who really struggle with anxiety, like they can't talk about as easily. Like, do you think that has to do with like the comfort level? Or do you think that that's just another side of you that kind of trumps, like, I'm gonna talk to you about it, but I'm still anxious, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think that one thing for sure is that I do a lot of preparing. So, it's kind of crazy to me, bro. And maybe it's me talking to my anxiety. Maybe it's me talking to God. Maybe it's just me talking to myself. But literally, when I know I'm going to have a conversation, I low key rehearse. Like I've had like 3 or 4 reiterations of these goddamn conversations.
This is how a person might take it wrong, and I might react like this when they react like
yeah, you feel me, bro? So I didn't had.
Oh my God.
But I realized what's crazy is, and that's part of the reason why I need time to recharge, because if I just go off of my anxiety, will always go worst case scenario first. So if Rachel's like, Deuce, I need to talk to you, and you got 5 minutes, you feel me? I'm gonna be home in 5 minutes. I'm probably gonna come up with that one argument, and no matter what you say, no matter what you say, I just already have my mind on one thing. But if Rachel said, hey, later this week I need to talk to you, if I take the whole week, I'm probably gonna have a different conversation each day of the week. And then by the end of it, I've weighed out like, okay, that shit's crazy. That shit's probably a little too much. That shit, you feel me? Like, I realized, like I said, anxiety is with you know what I'm saying? Like my fear. But also my anger too, bro. Like anger, like I used to have explosive anger, or I'm still battling through explosive. I just haven't had any blows. But it's your anxiety, bro. When you feel like you can't go nowhere else, you just get big. You feel me? And everybody who knows me, they're like, Deuce is damn near like a big ass teddy bear. But like when you feel like you're being bottled in or boxed in, nigga, then you turn into the incredible homie. You feel me? You done swole up his shit.
I say this, bro, and I think this might lead to us getting into one of your first songs. Is we tend to be products of our environment, bro.
Sure.
And our environment, especially as black men in the hood, we don't communicate. And usually when somebody tell you I gotta talk to you about something or something like that, like a planned conversation, damn, somebody passed away, what happened? We gotta go do this. What happened to somebody? Something's wrong. Yeah. Or it's an argument or something like that. It's never like good news. Like, cause it'd be something like that. Like he'd tell me like, bro, hit me later. I gotta talk to you about something. I'd be like, fuck. Oh, bro.
Type, happy as hell. You didn't look at this nigga on FaceTime with a smile, and you still like, what the fuck is this gonna be?
Exactly. And he called me like, yeah, I got this show for us. I'm like,
Type, you feel me? No, man.
I'm like, I thought I was about to have to break my own little biscuit out.
No, but it is wild how both anxiety and depression rob you from thinking of the good option.
Man.
You're absolutely right, Juice. They are absolutely going to go to worst case every time. No
Man.
matter what. Like, that's definitely.
Every time, yeah, they morph things. And like you said, being a product environment, man, like I grew up with my mom and my dad. And I grew up with two very different people. I grew up with a very like vocal person in terms of my mom. And I won't say she wasn't the most active, but literally she could command shit with her words. So everything was just like, I don't want to say over talk, but my mom would talk a lot. And I don't know, like senseless jabbering shit, but like she had an opinion on everything and it should be done like this. And you feel me? So I had that. But then my dad really didn't say much of anything. Even now he doesn't say much of anything. But when he reacted, it was like fucking 0 to 100, or at least it felt like that because we never had enough of a conversation to know. I didn't piss you off, or this that I do right here pisses you off, or this. You feel me, bro? Like it's like literally, it's just like you did it one time, he probably not gonna say nothing. You did it twice, he probably not gonna say nothing. You did it a third time, now you feel me? It's through the roof, and it's like, what the fuck, bro? But it's like
I was wrong.
I was wrong. You feel me? And like really, bro, a lot of times when I think back to it, bro, like anytime that me and my dad have had like a problem or an altercation, bro, almost every time I was wrong. You feel me? For sure. But because we didn't have a communication, you feel me? We weren't communicating like we do now. You feel me? It just would be almost reactions. Like, you feel me? He react, I react, which makes him even react even more. You feel me? Versus like if we start having dialogue, like now, me and my dad don't so much as raise our voices at each other because it's a constant dialogue, whether big or small. We're just talking,
awesome. I know we're
talking shit through. Yeah, we're just talking everything through. You feel me, bro? So if it's just something small to like, if he asks me to do something, you know, we can have a dialogue about it. You feel me? Or if he's thinking about something, or if I'm thinking about something, you feel me? So everything kind of is, you know, a conversation. But yeah, no, definitely, bro. When you grow up, man, and in these places, bro, like these pressure cookers, bro, these impoverished neighborhoods where you feel me, either within the home it's not enough, or within the home there are problems, and damn sure outside the home, nigga. I went to go 2 weeks in a row, nigga. I done stepped outside to smoke an FT, nigga, and somebody didn't start shooting. Not at me, you feel me? But literally, like, grab the door, open it, and as soon as you go to step, it's like, fire! It's like, oh shit. You feel me? One time I was outside, they just let that bitch go, nigga. I'm sitting there, I got real close to the damn wall. I didn't put my FT out, nigga, because I was in the middle of smoking that motherfucker, but I'm up close. You feel me? So it's like, nigga, and you just start thinking in your mind, like, damn, bro, I wonder what happened. I wonder if that could have been me. I walk around this bitch, all, you feel me? It's every day. Ambulance, sirens, all that shit every single day. So it just puts you on edge.
Yep, always tension. Now, like I said, that's part of the music. What you want to get into? You gonna get the people a taste of what you got cooking?
Not for sure, bro. We gonna I think I'm gonna kick it off with Not the Same. And speaking of writer's block or whatever, when I did make this project, I knew that even though the project starts off with kind of like a dedication to my grandfather, the first actual song like that, there was a beat and everything, I knew that I wanted to set the tone. So with Not the Same, I wanted to set the tone kind of, not just for the project, but for myself as an artist. So it's like, me and you is definitely not the same type of nigga type shit. You feel me? So
oh, that's good. That's good.
But
That's good.
I've been popping since a novice, to be honest. I show promise on my very first project. It's ironic, same time. Low profit, no deposit. I was lacking shit, but I still got it. Now I'm dropping flows at these shows, watching my influence grow. Man, it's less about what you do and more who you know. G.O.D. my daddy, man, and Jesus is the bro. I'm still hungry from the days that I was sleeping on the floor. Like Cole, had dreams, turn goals, whole team, GoPro. Like them niggas 6'4". I know niggas who gon' mask up, no quarantine. Same time I was working on a sick floor. If you ain't never been po or need dough, had to walk around as a Negro from the side of town where they need mo. Got me fishing through my thoughts, something like Nemo. Used to nickel and dime. It's time that I start stacking C notes. Who said that you was the main? Me and my niggas gon' band together like Kool in the Gang. Heard what you do for the fame. Me, I just do it for change. Nigga, your movement is lame. Me and you is not the same. Shit. Who said that you was the main? Me and my niggas gon' band together like Kool in the Gang. Heard what you do for the fame. Me, I just do it for change. Nigga, your movement is lame. Me and you is not the same. I'm from the side that's southern. Shit, so watch how we govern. Gave us nothing in their asses while we struggling. Family structure. Got young niggas hustling. Catch a record job saying fuck them. Who gon' love them? Society fucked up sobriety. I was lost in the finding me. Where the lions be, hyenas trying to see. Is this nigga free? We was slaving, misbehaving. We can ask my nigga tree. Thought they got past me. Shit adding up like a mathlete. I got drive long way from the backseats. Run gang man, cause I used to be an athlete. 357 my weapon, but I don't blast heat. Solid as the concrete, ain't no room to compete. Thoughts be on nip like I'm trying to get a cat treat. Scheme for my dreams so I can't sleep. Boys making noise, stay your ass off them back streets. Who said that you was the main? Me and my niggas gon' band together like Kool in the Gang. Heard what you do for the fame. Me, I just do it for change. Nigga, your movement is lame. Me and you is not the same. Shit. Who said that you was the main? Me and my niggas gon' band together like Kool in the Gang. Heard what you do for the fame. Me, I just do it for change. Nigga, your movement is lame. Me and you is not the same.
Good shit. So first thing first, tell people where they can find that. Tell them the name of your project and where they can find it at.
Boop, 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 boop. Nah, man, you can check that out. So the name of the project is No Room, the number 2, and then Fail. Initially, I had named the project South City, but something that said something to me. He said, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This don't sound like something about a place per se. You feel me? And that was kind of like, I don't even want to say a rebrand, but almost like a rebrand, because when I came out, D.U.E.C.E is what I was going by, and I still go by that dream under every circumstance existing, but I had a mantra called No Room to Fail. And so like I said, that's the name of the project. And you can find that on all streaming platforms. Also, my social media is No Room to Fail, but that's one word. So like I said, No Room, the number 2, and then Fail. And it's Bardo, me and Bardo talked about it. So I call it a soundtrack. I want to do something a little bit different where, you know, most people, I like that people have a favorite song off of a project, but the thing I enjoy about really listening to music is when you can get a whole body of work, and then even when you have a favorite song, it's set up by, you know what I'm saying, you know, song number 3, when that ends, your favorite shit come on, which then makes song number 3 kind of important. You feel me? And then song number 5 that comes right after your favorite song is kind of important because that's, you feel me? So I really like the idea of just making it one track, you feel me? So it's like, man, when you go check it out, that was kind of the concept behind it. You know, Bardo was like, damn, bro, you got to kind of be locked in. I was like, you do. But when I listen to music, especially albums, like artists I really like Luke's new album, bro, I just sit down and I play that bitch. Vince Staples, I sit down and play that shit. But I also like that Vince Staples made the shit short. So it wasn't like I was sitting in that motherfucker for, you know, 45 minutes. That was a quick
to the market.
Yeah, it was a quick 15 minutes. Yeah, that shit was, you know, every song was like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You feel me? And so that's something that I was learning, like, okay, you know, maybe I ditched the third verse, you feel me, bro, to do, you know, a hook, a song, you feel me? You just trying to not necessarily minimalize it because I don't want it to lose its meaning, but shit, to this point now, like you said, bro, I kind of just write. You'd be lucky to get 2 verses out of me. Like a lot of times, nigga, I make a goddamn verse. And like, this was great.
Cater to that market. Bro.
What do you feel?
Not listening to more than 3 minutes of a song. And if it's 3
They be
minutes,
like, ooh,
it
this
better
song
be
long.
3 banger ass choruses.
Type with 3 different motherfuckers on this shit. You feel me? Like, I listen to this because it had
Migos type shit.
Yeah, 3 different niggas on it. Not for sure.
I tend to literally, my songs are either like 2 minutes and 20 seconds or they're 7 minutes. Like, there's literally no in between. They're either like real short and sweet to the point, or I just say F it, I have stuff to say, and
that
I go.
You probably gonna get like a beat switch up and all that from me. Like my 5-minute songs are basically 2 songs put together.
Oh, yes.
I could have made these 2 separate songs.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's just the vibe.
But just changing. Like you said, because when I came in 2017, I definitely was trying to do the whole, you know, 3 hooks format, 3 verses, you feel me, up on stage. And I realized what really made me change it was really the performing aspect of it, where it's like, I looked up like Rolling Loud sets today. I said, unless you're like Lil Uzi or something like that, bro, or J. Cole, you're not even getting 30 minutes, bro. Like my favorite artist, like I said, Luke just did Rolling Loud. That nigga did 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You feel me? Boss did 15 minutes. That's fucking Boss. I mean, you feel me? I think, you know, that's kind of a big deal. Fucking Mulatto. It's like, well, we don't know those guys. Mulatto, she did like 20 minutes. You feel me?
But she has more so like club.
And she still only got 20.
Yeah, she only got 20. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, for me, when I make a project, I think of it conceptually. So I was like, how can I get this off in a manner of time? Especially like when I started out, you feel me, getting a 10-minute slot was crazy. You know, usually people do like 2-3 songs or whatever. So as I started to kind of rank up a little bit more, I was seeing like the max you're getting is 20 minutes. So that means I'm gonna give you 15 minutes of music, because that's the thing about learning about performing too, is like if somebody gives you a 15-minute slot, that doesn't mean you're gonna do 15 like minutes of song. That means you're up there, you gotta talk, you gotta have transitions, you gotta you feel me? So it's like, okay, my 15 is really my 20. You feel me? And if I gotta do a 15, then I condense, you know, I take some of the like, you know, songs that are in between, because that's how my project is built. It's like it starts off with my grandfather, then it's a full song, a verse, a full song, a verse, a full song, a verse, and then it ends with a full song. So it's like end up being 7 tracks, but half those tracks, like 3 of those tracks are just segues, or 4 of those tracks are actually segues. So it's like, damn, maybe my math is wrong. Maybe it's like 8 tracks. I think it's 8 songs. It's 8 songs, but literally, you know.
You could look at it like that, or really you could look at it as one song, one compilation.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's what I kind of wanted it to be.
I like that you describe it as like a soundtrack, as like that kind of just compilation idea. Like,
no, it's definitely something different, and that's what we always need. Just to be able to switch it up.
8 songs, 6 or 7, but it was a relationship.
Yeah.
So it was like this really could be.
No, that was an excellent.
One little 20-minute song.
No, that was an excellent project.
No,
so,
that's
I feel that. I love that. I love when people do that. Like, I love storytelling. So you saying it's a soundtrack sparks my interest alone. Like, it's damn near listening to a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and I think
paint a picture for me.
I think on the double part of that is when I said soundtrack, because I think of it like this. Like, what gave me the initial idea, there was a guy named Mavi, but his shit was like 37 minutes. I was like, bro, I just want to listen to this third song. So that was kind of where it was negative. But Black Thought had came out with Streams of Thought Volume 1. And even though it's tracked out, when I got to it, it was just 17 minutes. So I knew from the time I stepped out the door, I put my headphones in, I pressed play. To the time I step into work, that's my 17 minutes. You feel me? Like, so it's the soundtrack to my ride to work. Like, I literally, that's just, you feel me? I can literally landmarks. Like, when this song starts, I'm going to be on this corner. You feel me? Or when this song starts, the bus passes right here or whatever. So it's like that soundtrack to your actual life.
And that's cool.
And then that's the actual, like, and that's what I'm saying. It's your ride to work. It's your, you know, I just want to get a quick game of 2K in. You feel me, bro? Vince Staples, bro, is when I'm about to go on like a 3-game streak. Like, when I'm about to play like 3 games of 2K and I really want to bust some ass, I'm throwing that Vince Staples tape on and I'm just giving to you niggas. And by the end of game 3, you feel me? It's my playoff run. You feel me, bro? I throw that Vince Staples on, bro. We already up 1-0.
Take me home.
Take me home. I'm putting them niggas in the can. It's a wrap. But so it's that. And then I didn't realize it because I realized a lot with my music is projections, I guess. And I really, especially with this one, because I was trying to push myself out of a dark place. Like, I was trying to push myself from 0 to 100. And so now looking back at the project, as you hear some more of the songs, you'll see, you know, kind of a progression. So it starts from like, it really starts at the end. It starts at me giving thanks to my grandfather for all the, you know what I'm saying, for these last 4 years that we spent together, you feel me? And just thinking about, even though it's real short, it's those 4 years. And then it goes into Not the Same, where it's like, nigga, like, we different. We different type shit. Yeah. And then but then it starts to go on, and as it progresses, by the time you get to the last song, which is Forever Classic, I think that's me just kind of like I think I said, God Love is a freshman and now your boy a senior. And it's like, bro, like I was good. Like I've been popping since a novice, you feel me? Like since I started, I've been relatively good. But nigga, you've seen me literally go in 4 years from freshman, you feel me, to senior. So it's like, bro, like you've seen the growth, you've seen the expansion. And so you see that kind of along in the project too. It's like you see these moments and then you fucking talk. You feel me? And then it gets to the last part and it's almost like when you watch the whole movie to see Batman become Batman, and at the end you see that nigga put the bat suit on. It's like, oh shit, you see dudes like
it's really about to start popping.
Yeah, this is really that. You feel me? So yeah, facts.
So is this next one like part of the transition then? Like the next one that you have that we're doing?
Yeah, so the next one, so it's funny. So I go with Not the Same because I really wanted to make a distinction like, yo, this is different. You feel me? From both like the tone to the style or whatever. Like when I start a project or when I start the show off with Not the Same, it lets you know kind of what you're getting into, and you know it's very much different than the other artists. You know, not to say that there aren't other hip hop artists, but for the most part, I'm usually like one of very few. It's like, you know, some trap, there's some R&B, there. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little mix, but D.U.E.C.E is gonna be there with the hip hop
type shit.
But with the next song, Get It Right, it's kind of almost like doubling back. Because it's like, we are not the same. But with Get It Right, it's like, yo, we low key is from the same shit, if that makes sense. And that's always something that's played in my mind. It's like, you can be from somewhere and still be different than motherfuckers. But with this right here, it's letting you know, like, yo, no, this is like, I could spend my life trying to get it right. You feel me? Because you don't know where I've come from. You feel me, bro? So it's that kind of that sentiment on that song.
Yeah, we both could have been broke, bro, but we not the same because of my grind.
Not the same because of my grind. I mean,
all the different things that make you.
Yeah, make me me, bro. And like I said, I think about the fact that growing up in the hood, I realize you tend to gravitate. You either gravitate to the lowest part of it, which is the crime and or you gravitate to wanting to get the fuck out of there. Tight. And so you see this gap, and then school systems don't do nothing but help that, where it's like we put the bad kids in detention, we put the smartest kids in
these other classes.
Yeah, you feel me? And gifted and talented, and give them a full ride to Ohio State. So but what about the motherfuckers
increasing the divide?
The divide, and it's like, what about the middle? And the thing about, there's only so many slots when it comes to those gifted and talented classes. There's only so many slots. So it's like, nigga, if you only taking 5 motherfuckers, but it's 20 of us, and maybe really 5 of these niggas is exceptional, 5 of these niggas is really the motherfucking worst of the worst. These niggas is bad as hell. But then there's this 10 kids in the middle. Well,
that's really good.
You feel me? It's like 10 kids that are just regular.
They
just
get left behind now.
Yeah, just get left behind. And when you leave me behind, you took these 5 kids, took them out the classroom, but you left us in here with these 5, quote unquote bad kids. Nigga, we just gonna start acting bad too. Ain't no more. You feel? And it's the same thing with the hood, where it's like, I want to get mad sometimes and be like, bro, how could you not? But it's like, how could you? Well, you feel me? When I think about my life, I've been blessed to have so many different people in my life. But even still, I don't really got that in my life. When I think that some people's parents own businesses, some people have these different relationships. Nepotism is a very, very big thing. I was at my job, and like, I realized like my boss, the staffing agency we use, is her parents. So it's like, they got that job because their daughter works at this place, or this guy got this job because his brother was saying. So it's like, my dad works at Sigma. My mom, you know what I'm saying, works from home. It ain't no call such and such to get this or that. You feel me? So it's like, it ain't none of that. So now it's like, shit. The only thing that's really provided for me is I got niggas who sell drugs. I got niggas who rob. I can get a gun before I can get a goddamn job, and that just don't make no sense. And it's
I feel you, because I think my very first mixtape was called Defense, and it was kind of the concept about that, like, I come from the hood, but no, I'm not roaches in my cereal. We didn't eat for 3 weeks, bro. But no, just because I got 2 parents, we not like driving Benzes and we good out here. You know what I'm saying? That middle is like just lost for real. And that's most of us. Like that middle class, like there really ain't no race to middle class no more either. Like it's definitely thick in the hood, but then you start to see white people and other races like, damn, that middle class shit, bro, have you to where it's like you said, low-key no way out. Like, I see that the people that's well off, he got that good job because his parents, or he was gifted and talented, he got that scholarship.
But even for those people, they end up in crazy debt, and they pay for most of their things with debt, and honestly, even that, a lot of the time, everybody kind of gets left behind with how everything is set up. There's actually nobody who.
Yeah, and it's like we're actually more in common than different, but people will try to really make it different. And I'll tell you something that'll really fuck you up. I know niggas for a fact. I know niggas who was from a single parent home, but it was just them and their mom, you feel me? And their mom had a good job. Wasn't like no lawyer or nothing, you feel me, bro? But your mom make maybe like 40, 50 racks, you feel me? And she done fucked around, probably got a little section there or something. Whatever she done. You got all the nicest shit and you feel me? You may not have the guidance that you want, but just from that standpoint, nigga, you really ain't trenches like that. Nigga, I got 2 parents, but I also have motherfucking 8 brothers and sisters. So you talking about making something stretch, or you feel me, times where my dad, there's been different times where my dad then got hurt and been laid off work for a couple months. So it's like, not to say that was the majority of my life, you feel me, but there are these pockets in space where it's nigga, even now, bro, like it's just as greasy as like, nigga, I promise you, I come from some real greasy, grimy shit. You feel me? And that's not even so much on my parents because they did the best that they could, but just the environment. And then on top of that, outside of that, you feel me? It's like, nigga, you literally, for some niggas I know that are really the black sheep in their family, and it's like, nigga, I come from a family low-key of black sheeps. Yeah. So it's like, for you to make that decision is almost a snack in my face. It's like, nigga, I wish, you feel me, I had such and such, or I wish, you feel my parents did the best that they could, but it's like, nigga, how the fuck did you end up here this bad, nigga? When all you had to do was take care of you. All you have to do was navigate simple shit.
But like, that's why I said it's that middle, and it's becomes that crab in the barrel, because you think like that, but like for like me, we never worried about, at least I never seen my parents ever worry about finances, because both of them had decent jobs. Mm-hmm. But I also watched my neighbors get murdered at 8 in their living room, like shit, from my sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you, I got hella PTSD from where we stayed, but we stayed to where it was like inside the house was great. But you walked outside them doors, bro, and it was a war zone. You feel me? Like the crack epidemic. You feel me? Like I'm an early 90s baby, so it was terrible. But like that's that middle class, bro, to where it's like you said you got 8 brothers and sisters. Y'all worried about meals. Yeah. My mom's not thinking about that, but she's scared for me to play in the side yard because I might get shot today. Type shit. And all of us is right here together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And there's, like you said, there's nobody's really getting ahead, bro. Like, so I feel like your music transcends to like everybody.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping. The
middle class is mostly everybody.
That's the majority, and I'm hoping, bro. You know, like I'm really hoping that it kind of illuminates, bro. Unless you see, like, yo, like this nigga is just like me, because I feel like I said, you got your two things. You either got I'm too rich and too good for you niggas, and I left y'all behind. Well, that's not really nobody's reality. Yeah, or you got nigga, we all in these trenches, we all 30 deep, and you see now you got all people you and all. You know what I'm saying? Like I look over, bro, and my brother and his friends, bro, like literally is all doing this shit, and I'm like, nigga, why are y'all doing that? It's like, bro, like, and they not gonna say it was like, cause you just watch Lil Baby, and he got 10 niggas in here, you feel me, bro, with their shirts off and shit, standing in the like, but that's for a video, bro. Like, you feel me? Not saying that that's not real for him, but I'm like, but y'all niggas is living like that in real life. Yeah. Like basically what you seen off of, like, you're not even from Memphis, bro. So you don't know how Memphis works, nigga. You don't know how, you feel me? Like, y'all standing over here in Columbus, Ohio, all packed in, bro, based off of a word that a nigga put in song. You feel me? Because you can gravitate to that closer than you can to
like a Cole verse or something like
not
that.
Not even Cole, but like maybe like John, what's the nigga's name that do the Ed Sheeran? You feel me? Ed Sheeran makes great fucking music, but it don't got nothing to do with the fuck I got going on. You feel me? So it's like, if we all live like an Ed Sheeran song, nigga, we probably be happy throwing daisies and shit like that. You feel me? But like the music that relates to them paints a certain image, and if I don't have that image, it's not too hard for me to fill it in. It's not too hard for me to go get a gun that I heard about in this song, because those are prevalent in my neighborhood. And I didn't have to go get it, but it's easy for me to get, so I'm just gonna go with that.
Like you said, there's really people that's really, really in them trenches living like that. Like dope boys, 10 deep, shirts off, hella guns. You said there's people that's not, but if I hear this song about that, I know my next door neighbors are down the street doing that, so I can kind of relate to that more than me frolicking in the field.
Yeah, and then I can go and join them. On top of that, you my next door neighbor, so it's like, fuck it.
Yeah, I click up with these niggas. Like, now we on that. I wasn't on that before, and I got good parents, but I'm on that now because that's the only thing around here, for real.
Type shit to do, you feel me, bro? Any
go
type
hoop
of,
or go gangbang.
Go hoop, go gangbang, or do some
probably do
shit.
All, but this is what I do all of that with these same people, my friends.
Yeah, we was talking about like earlier the importance of socializing and stuff, and like you said, these the only people around, so who else we socializing with?
Bro, we ended up doing a bunch of nut shit that we never had to really do, but we was with the homies. That with the homies with Kendrick, whenever he said that, I'm like, bro, that with the homie shit. That got me into all types of stuff.
I'll tell you a funny story, bro. Like, my mom stayed on top of us a lot when we were young, and I played ball, and I was, having to go to school and shit like that. So a lot of shit, bro, I really never got into, which is funny because out of all my siblings, in terms of the boys, I was the only one who really didn't get into certain stuff, but that was because also I was the only one who really like ball is life type shit. You feel me? Yeah. Go to school, all you feel me? Like, so that was literally the majority of my life. I didn't start getting around nut shit, bro, until I moved back. Like, I got grown and got into nut shit because I moved back, but that was what was available. And what's crazy is I missed the step of progression. So I missed when a nigga was selling his first little, little dime or Reggie or some shit like that. Yeah. I came in, bro, and niggas had zips. You feel me? I came in and niggas had the guns with this, and I came, but then was my peers, even as an adult, and I got better judgment. But it's like, okay, I go to this place, and because I don't have this type of car or these type of clothes, they're gonna judge me. But these niggas right around the corner, bro, we already are alike because we grew up in the same place, nigga. It's just, piecing it together. My brother taught you how to swim, bro. We all ate at Ace Johnson's. We get our hair cut here type shit. Yeah. And you look up and you in some nut shit and it's like, whoa, how did I get here? It was like, nigga, because I know these niggas. Yeah, because I know these niggas, bro. Just by, I know their life. I know, you feel me? Guilty by association. You feel me? You know me, I know you, so fuck it. And that's at 22. So like I said, having that pressure at 12, I couldn't imagine. You feel me? So now they're having to make choices based off of the people around me and what I'm hearing. Man. You feel me? And what I'm seeing. So it's like that imagery
plus. Used to be on my ass. Like, why do you do that with them? Why do you hang with those kids? These niggas live down the street.
Yeah, we ride the same bus. We gonna go home, nigga. You feel me?
Bro, I went, you know, like how it was for Columbus City schools, bro. I walked to school. I went to the school in the neighborhood. So I really, bro, he live over there. He live over there. We drop each other off on the way to the crib, walking together, bro. Like, I grew up with these kids. After school, they come to my house and knock on the door. And yes, we go do bad stuff. Like, there ain't nothing else to do over here. But go to the center or do bad stuff.
Tight. And everybody want to hoop all day, bro. It
wasn't. Yeah, I was definitely down there driving park on the ring. You feel me? So I can't even say I was definitely hooping.
Then the rec center was either that or Northeast was my home, second home after school.
So shit. But the rec center thing about the rec center, and I don't want to go on a tangent, but it's once again it's recreation. So it's like if you're not playing the basketball game for the day or you're not playing the sport for the day, then what the fuck else is there to do? Or there's only so many balls, so nigga, it's 100 kids at this rec. It's 5 motherfucking balls, nigga. So you feel me? At most, nigga, we either playing, 10-on-10 basketball, which look dumb as fuck, bro, or you feel me? It's 50 niggas getting to play, and then there's 50 niggas outside loitering, waiting for the next thing. So as you out there loitering, you looking, you seeing.
Now it's stuff starting to happen. Curiosity.
And I think one thing that did save me is that I always, even though I stayed outside, I literally only lived on 2 streets my whole life. And that's, I ain't gonna say them, but I lived on 2 streets off of Whittier. And, but I went to school all these different places. Like I went to school all the way up north for elementary and middle school.
Yeah.
Then I went to school all the way out east. So even with like the nut shit, bro, like I remember niggas really like going to Independence, bro, and niggas really getting beat up and jumped for some shit that happened in the neighborhood. But nigga, I ain't from around here, bro. So I'm gonna go back home out south. You feel me, bro? But then when there was beef with niggas from out south, then it was like, oh shit. But for the most part, like I said, there was a certain level of disassociation because my parents did a good job of, I don't know, good job or bad job, but they did a good job of taking me to where they thought the best opportunity would be. And the truth is, a lot of people don't have the opportunity. A lot of people are like, I'm at work. I got to sign him up at the school down the street so he can walk. You feel me? Because I can't, you know what I'm saying? And I know he can walk back. You feel me? It's like, so shit, what are you left with, bro? Except for people trying to make a difference or people who have lived that life and decide to go on a different path. My grandfather told me, he said, I said it in a song in one of my free writes. I said, like winning is 20% success, the other 80 is being alone. You feel me? And so that's just like, damn, bro, like when you win, nigga, like it's really just getting to, win, ooh, but then it's like 80% being alone. And I know a lot of people just feel alone in life. Like, what's it like, nigga? You feel me? That maybe, you did win the state championship, nigga, but everybody else in your hood sells. But you won, you alone on the work you put in. And then 2, nigga, everybody else around your neighborhood is selling dope. So you feel me? You don't even got nobody to come hoop with you or, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta
share that feeling.
Go get them from the hood. You gotta go pick them up. That's a lonely feeling though. Like,
type shit. Or just get there, bro, and you feel me? Like, nigga, I go to, you feel me? I go to Independence. We win the state championship in basketball. When I come back out south, good job on the game, nigga, you feel me? And then they just still there doing what they doing. So you just really gotta stay to your path really, really hard. But that's a very, very, hella hard.
Hella hard.
What do you guys think? Do you want to maybe get into another track?
Yeah, we definitely get into another track. Let's hear some more music.
Fuck it, bro. Like I said, man, we did all that to say, man, let's get it right.
Let's get it right, exactly.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'm making it public. Too many niggas with guns for fun, yet they scared to bust it. I'm the type of man to do hand to hands. Too many niggas trying to make demands, they ain't even got no fans. Do you got a plan? Dealy doopers like a plant, getting off these lines like a 3-point stance. You so gymnast, niggas love to talk a good game. Earn your reputation from your hood, dame. College to the trap, man, a hell and back. Niggas got them backpacks full of straps. What you gonna do with that? Only thing permanent is a dirt nap. Like, is it fucking worth that? No, I got your back, cause we all lack Keenan and Kale. For the skrill, I need all that. Blueface, tall stacks, tryna dominate like a young Shaq. Niggas think they better check the letters, cause it's all cap. Hey, I could spend my life trying to get it right. You ain't been where I've been and you don't know what it's like. Reppin' for the side shit, so every night we had to fight. Yeah, they used to take us light, now the hood is shining bright. I could spend my life trying to get it right. I could spend my life trying to get it right. still here standing. G's on my mind like Grambling. Niggas in the field straight scrambling. Sharp with the part like Shannon. We was trying to eat during famine. God timing and no planning. Fought hard so we kept jabbing. Lose grip but they kept grabbing. See it's on the news and they asking what happened. Good in my hood, my niggas stop asking. Remember when I had a few shows, not a list long as Manute Bow, a star, but I started in JUCO. Best that you know in his new role, the team closer, the game over. Them niggas hit the block with the rock like they Jehovah. Cops trying to start a war with these street soldiers, bottom of the map so they think lower. About time that the South Sun supernova. Ayy, I could spend my life trying to get it right. You ain't been where I've been and you don't know what it's like. Reppin' for the side shit, so every night we had to fight. Yeah, they used to take us light, now the hood is shining bright. I could spend my life trying to get it right. I could spend my life trying to get it right.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Get it right.
Some little horns for that one.
That type shit. I'll be honest with you, man. What's funny is this is probably the most nervous I've ever been to perform, because it's like it's just kind of like a little bit different. Even though I'm right here with the homies,
Yeah.
it's a little bit different just because when you do a show, it's like a ritual and a routine. Like I forgot to pray before I even did the podcast. So it's like, damn. You feel me, man? And I was in the middle of the song thinking about that, like, damn, dude, she forgot to pray. But you know, bro, because that, once again, anxiety. Anxiety is my biggest weakness, but it also kind of gives me a level of balance in terms of like, I know I'm nervous as shit, or I know this is not what I want to do. But when I stop, I pray, I refocus myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I always kind of find myself at middle, and then it's going, you feel me? So, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's the one good thing about the shows, and maybe even the one good thing about anxiety is like, bro, to conquer it, you really have to balance yourself, and it's daily balance. It's not I find this one answer and I'm cool. It's like, nah, I got to do this shit on a daily basis. So sorry, I went off on that random thing. I just was thinking about that shit.
I feel like just as an artist though that does make sense, because this is a different environment. You know, like we started it off talking about COVID, and COVID really, it changed a whole lot of things, and even like the way that we formulated and thought about how we wanted to put this together was highly impacted.
Trying to definitely get more digital.
Yeah, more digital, but still be actually performance and all of that. And I can only imagine that would be very weird as an artist, because like you're really performing and you're really performing for us, but you also know that it's, you know, live to tape, so to speak.
Type shit. And you think about the two, is like, if I mess up in a regular show, one, you probably don't know I messed up. But two, even if I did mess up, it happened so motherfucking quick, and usually you won't remember. Yeah. But like with here, it's like, damn, I don't want to have to start the tape or read it. Yeah, you feel me? This shit is just kind of like hitting you. Because usually my anxiety is taking so much of my time and energy, bro, that all I have is just going. Like I just gotta go.
Yeah, because you got attention from the lights, all the people,
all you feel me sitting right here. It's like midway through that last song, I have to close my eyes. Like, nigga, gather yourself, because nigga, you about to, you feel me, start saying some other shit.
I'm like genuinely really enjoying it though. Like I can.
Now it's been chill as fuck.
Yeah, like from my perspective, like I knew I was gonna like it. I knew I was gonna think it was cool, but I didn't know what the experience was gonna be like. And honestly, it's cool. Like it's been it feels like you're at it feels like a small like performance. Like, did you guys ever watch that show on MTV they used to do Unplugged?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I always wanted to do an Unplugged.
Behind the music.
Yeah, like it's it feels like what it felt like watching that show, but then it feels more like when man, I want to go. Right?
Yeah,
but it feels
hell yeah,
that kind of thing. So I don't know. It's been pretty cool, and I definitely think that as much as it's a different thing for you as an artist, that it's been.
I think people gonna enjoy it. I think people gonna enjoy it a lot. I think even when we thought about me and you was talking about the show, it was like we was talking about like Tiny Desk and like the Unplugged and Decoded, those type shows. We like, let's blend all that shit together. Like,
all that shit.
I remember the first meeting that we had about it. That was how you had brought it up, and like we had I had definitely had Tiny Desk in my head, but like it was definitely very specifically like that kind of like really performance, like driven interactive type deal.
Yeah,
and I don't know. It's been really enjoyable. It's really cool.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's one thing I love about music is the experiences. And I was talking to somebody about at some point possibly moving. I said, but the reason why Columbus is so dope to me is because you literally are getting a chance to create something. You feel me?
With
like
the test market.
You getting not even just a test market, but you're getting a chance to create something, bro. Like literally, what's tripping me out right now was you guys sitting on the couch with the microphones. Kinda is tripping me out a little bit, but not really. But when I look over and see Rachel talking into a microphone behind the camera, you feel me? I'm like, we were just eating in this motherfucker. You feel me? Like, an hour ago. You feel me? Like this shit was literally chilling, kicking. So it's like how you can take your collective space and transform it into something different for the sake of creativity, for the sake of, putting something out there. That's what I like to see the most, bro. So it's like, as much as it's like, don't get me wrong, I've got to do some big stages and it was really dope. But some of the dopest shit was just the shit you just didn't think could be something. And it's like, nah, but we going to do
definitely
it.
like the brew houses we done did.
Man, brew house was fucking crazy.
I did that on my birthday, bro. Like, Rachel bought me a bottle of my favorite liquor, bro. And I was so hungover from just it being my birthday, I couldn't even drink the liquor, but I still came out and put on a show. Like, it just be them moments. Yeah. Like, bro, I would have never, even been that lit or thought about, performing at a show like that on my birthday. But I'm like, it's a house party. I'm about to go kick it. I'm about to rock
a house party.
Shit.
What was that, 2018?
Bro, no. Brew House Weekend has to literally be one of Blaytent Weekend, bro, because it was the show at, what is it? I was gonna say
129.
129. Yeah. That was Friday night. Yeah. Then Saturday was Brew House, bro, and then Sunday was Waffles and Mimosas. It's like that's so crazy to me because you would think of that like maybe it was some Rolling Loud type shit. It was like, dude, we had 3 different venues, 3 different events, bro. And each one of them bitches cracked.
We gotta run that back. That was awesome. But I like the way you put that about Columbus. I was just talking to Kevin recently about because he had sent me that post that was going around about Nickelodeon being.
Oh yeah, he sent that to me.
And I was like, bro, the first time that I saw that, it was recently, but it was in my brain, I was like, yeah, man, Columbus is where you go to start Nickelodeon, not join Disney.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Shit.
That's a bar.
Real shit, and that's how I feel. It's one of the things that I love about Columbus.
Yeah, if you gonna come to Columbus, you better be ready.
You
to
can start something, but your marketing gotta be crazy. You gotta make it work in Columbus. You know what I mean?
If you
because niggas be
right out here.
No,
this is right.
I've known that nigga since I was 3. I will not be fucking with that. You be like, why not? I don't like it. You'd be like, damn. Can
I say this? Probably one of the good things, the best things that ever happened to me, bro, is that I didn't grow up rapping. I grew up playing ball. Yeah, you feel me? Same. So it was like I played ball all the way up until I was damn near, and I always had a passion for music and entertainment, but I played ball all the way up until I was maybe 22 or something like that, and then I stopped. And so when I came back to Columbus, it was people who had been doing it for a while, but it was like the novelty of it. You feel me? Sometimes that was a good thing because he's new, we haven't seen him around, so we'll give him a shot. But sometimes, a lot of times it would work against me where I remember between my first project being back here and my second project being back here, and mind you, I dropped damn near a project every year. This project right here was the first time that it was a gap. You feel me? Where I dropped in 2019, I dropped in 2021, but I never had a gap like that. But let's just say in about 6 months after I was dropped one project, motherfuckers was asking that I still rap. Cause I was so new and it's like, nigga, we've seen niggas pop up, be good, and then disappear. Yeah. That was kind of salty, but then they had to kind of remind me, nah, nigga, that shit, environment. Yeah. That shit will come and go. We try to see if you're gonna stand the test of time. And you feel me? Not only will you be here, but will your quality go up? Well, you know what I'm saying? I remember me and Rachel, we were working on a project, or we were working, I think, on the project before this, and she said, I was like, I want to play you my songs, or I want to rap them for you. And she said, I'm gonna listen, but there's something I want to tell you, but I'll listen to it first. And I rap. She said, honestly, what I wanted to tell you is you just better come harder than the last time. She said, but clearly you have. You feel me? So it's that's the thing. It's it worked good for me because it's I don't got all the built-in maybe coziness of bringing 10 of my friends who know I rap to a show. Yeah. It's just now getting normal, the fact that I rap. And that's after being on the radio. That's after being in the paper. That's after doing all these shows. Now niggas is not acting or acting weird. You feel me? They really asking genuine, yo, how your music going? I seen you in the such and such of that. But literally up until just now, it was kind of novelty. It was kind of
a hobby.
Yeah. A hobby, you feel me? So it's
I just get you a real job type shit.
Listen, but niggas know now not to ask. It's kind of a thing, bro. You feel me? So much so, bro, that when I'm doing something regular, they still think it's music shit. You feel me? I went to go to New York to see my brother. They's yeah, you from I came out, so man, I seen you about New York doing your music shit. I was you never seen me not touch one motherfucking mic. You feel me? But it's nah, but that's D.U.E.C.E though. We know that if he's somewhere, bro, he doing some music shit, and it's
That's a good feeling for
It's
sure.
a good feeling. It's
Straight
like
up.
I just hit the
Awesome.
bodega a lot, but yeah, my nigga, for sure.
You don't gotta ask me what I do.
You know what time it is.
No, you know I'm all about that identity.
Yeah.
So we got like, we're gonna put you on the hot seat. I know you're talking about anxiety, but it be like that. You know, sometimes your friends gotta put you on the spot.
Damn, nigga, I thought you was about to say what it was, and you making it rap what we saying. But it be like them, like, God damn, nigga.
So we got a series of questions.
We got these cozy questions.
Woo, shit.
It's like when you know what I'm saying, you like a guest at the house, and that uncle that talk too much pull you aside and start asking you the craziest and shit. It's not gonna be crazy. So the first one is name 3 things that make you cozy.
3 things that make me cozy. Like I said, I think I said this maybe even earlier. Food's gonna make me cozy. I would say I was gonna say like 2K or playing my PlayStation, but that really low key be having me like next to rap. Yeah, I mean that motherfucker like if it's going good, I'm good. So, but I will say like I love like the Netflix Hulu streaming. Like when I leave here, I'm gonna probably go kick it at my sister's house. I'm gonna go get me some food and I'm gonna watch fucking BMF on that shit. You feel me? And I would say the third thing, bro, is the company of a beautiful woman, bro. It is nothing better than, you feel me?
Top tier.
To be booed up with some food, nigga, watching TV type shit. You feel me? Like that is literally the best feeling in the world. That's what I like to do after a show. Like, shorty, don't come to my show. Just be ready afterwards, bro, to watch Stranger Things, bro, and get some pizza or something. Like
shit, me and Rachel gonna end up tapping in on this motherfucking Godfather of Harlem. I think that's on Hulu.
I've heard about it.
For sure. I think is that the one with Chris Rock or Forrest Whitaker?
Yeah.
Because Chris Rock got one too. My mom said it's pretty good.
He playing Bumpy Johnson.
Type shit.
Next, we got 3 things that you need to go to sleep.
Man. Now 2K, I do need to go to sleep. What? I was at my homegirl house and literally, bro, I did take like a real quick nap. But I was like, I'm not gonna lie, shorty. I'm not gonna get a motherfucking sleep until I play 2K. Like literally, I'm getting to the point now where I gotta wake up. I'll wake up before work, damn near be late playing 2K. I gotta get a game in. And then I literally will play 2K until I'm tired. Like, you feel me? Or not even play it till I'm tired, but like that's the last, like, as I'm playing 2K, I can realize like, okay, now I'm ready to go to bed. Like, that's Brahmer. So I would say like playing 2K, things I need to go to sleep. I'll be having problems with sleep, man. You feel me? So 2K, I would say I need something entertaining on TV, but not something I'm actually trying to get vested into. So it's like I can't watch, like, I like anime, but I can't watch any of my favorites while I'm about to go to sleep. You feel me? Yeah. You know, or it got to just be something like Netflix or something like that. But I got to find the bullshit on Netflix. There's not so much bullshit that I'm just can't watch it. You feel me?
Yeah,
so
usually
I like turn on.
Easy though.
So usually I just turn on YouTube. Like I'll turn on YouTube. The crazy part about YouTube though is like you'll wake up and it'll be something completely different. You didn't have a dream about sea turtles and shit. Like, nigga, I had a dream about sea turtles. Like, nigga, because you woke up, nigga, and it's been 2 hours of fucking sea turtle Todd and shit. So I would say, I would definitely say 2K. Then it would have to be motherfucking the YouTube. I turn on YouTube and just let that bitch run. And then, once again, the company of a beautiful lady. You feel me? You feel me? Like, I definitely think just even, I don't know, bro. I done got older, bro. So like sleeping, and I've had different girlfriends at different times. You feel me? Always at different times, never at the same time. You feel me? But at different times, bro, I had different girlfriends, bro. And like once you done laid in the bed with somebody, bro, like it's kind of hard to sleep alone. Like people can't, like, I like sleeping by myself. I was like, I done been on like a twin size mattress with a shorty.
Like sleeping with my woman. I can't sleep alone other than that.
It's like, only time you should sleep alone is like you in prison or something, bro. Like, I mean, it's hard times.
Like, if my lady not there, I don't want my kids to sleep with me, bro.
No, I'm not gonna say that there's not a substitute. There's definitely not a substitute. But like, I'm saying like, if I had a choice, like what's going to, because right now I only got 2 of the 3. That's probably why I be tossing and turning.
For sure. But like, you sleeping alone or cuddling, I'm definitely going with cuddling.
For sure.
I'm trying to cuddle.
I'm trying to get cuddled. I ain't gonna cap. Like, I just have to be honest. Me and the shorty got into an argument about that. I said, listen, so the first night I cuddled you. The second night you laid on my chest. You feel me? Put your arms around the nigga back or something shit. You feel me, bro?
So, what is better? Money or peace of mind?
I would say, man, that peace of mind, bro, because for me, money has always been the type of thing where it's like, you feel me? It's always been kind of like a issue low key where when I get money, that motherfucker definitely stresses me out. You feel me? Money is literally, I don't want to say the root of all evil because it's not that. Money is fucking amazing when utilized the right way, but it depreciates or it disappears.
If you was rich, you don't think you would have more peace of mind?
If I was rich, bro, I'd be stressed, bro, because niggas always asking me for shit.
You said you got 7 siblings and shit, so.
I got 8 siblings.
8 siblings, sorry. Yep. Money would probably be an issue.
Yeah, so, but not even from them. That's not even who, you feel me? Like, just in terms of like, I'm very giving. I feel like I low-key feel like I'm a superhero without the powers. Cause I always come in at niggas like worst time. Like it's like I'll come in and be like, God damn it, our power just went out, bro, and the kids ain't gonna be able to go to school tomorrow.
And you got
like,
an extra $300.
Yeah, Todd, you sitting there talking about some. What the fuck, bro? Like,
shit, you better than me. I get rich, nigga.
Nah, that's just
trying to find me. I'll be damning this motherfucker.
No, listen, bro. It'll happen literally anywhere, bro. It could be anywhere, bro. I'll tell you a real quick story, bro. So I was volunteering and we was doing turkeys. And there's a particular family every year, bro, that, you know, we just make sure we try to set up, you know what I'm saying? And make sure they got everything that they need or whatever. And so I just gotten paid and we hand out the turkeys, bro, and one of the grandchildren come, like, where the turkeys at? And they like, they just left. You feel me? So literally, bro, they was depending on that for their Thanksgiving. And so I kind of like look, and then I look back, like, I know I just heard that. And then, you know, I look at the person who helps run the program or whatever, you feel me? And I'm like, y'all ain't put no turkeys to the side. They said we thought they was coming, bro. You know, And I just peeled off some bread, bro, to make sure that they, you know, they had the turkey, and then the other person went and got the stuff or whatever. So it's like, nigga, like, I could have went without hearing that motherfucking conversation. But once I heard that conversation, it just felt only right. And then ironically, bro, the thing about that's ironic is like later on, bro, I'll go out to eat to do something for me, nigga, and my car get declined. Like, but it wasn't because I had no money. It's because my shit got scammed. You feel me? Like I finally looked at my shit and it was like, oh yeah, because apparently before I went out to eat, I was in San Francisco spending like, you know, $200-300 on liquor. I was like, damn, you feel me? And I'm out with this shorty for the first time, nigga. So I'm just sitting there with
that face.
With the, you feel me? Like, and I just, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if this is all subject or not, but it was bad because I tried to do the whole, once again, like which one we have, money or peace of mind. I'm like, honestly, bro, I'm not even worried about it. I didn't give her the whole, I'm not worried about money speech. And then card that got declined. Apparently you not worried about money, you broke motherfucker. You feel me?
See, that's why it's a hard ass question. It's like you teeter between two, like shit, I do want peace of mind, but if I'm broke, I ain't got no peace of mind, goddamn it. Like,
but I'm telling you, bro, it's been times, bro, where I've literally had nothing, bro, and literally probably been happier than when I had, like, literally pandemic. In a pandemic, I got more money than I've ever made at a job. You feel me? Because they were just, and that was some of the most stressful time ever, bro. Even when I'm doing good shit. Because at the time, I'm trying to figure out, like, is this good shit coming from me or because I didn't work for it?
What was it, though? Was it not being around people?
I'll be honest with you. I definitely could say what happened with that situation is something, once again, I'm just coming out of like literally this week, was that I really, after losing so much, like I said, losing my job, losing my house, losing my grandfather, I really was just trying to keep people close and not necessarily by their affection, but if you're already in my presence, I want you to be happy. I want you to be jubilant for me because I know on the inside, I'm not. I know I'm struggling. So to keep you from feeling that way, I'm going to do this, this, and that. You feel me? So I just got into a lot of, you feel me, spending money or whatever. And I could just imagine, bro, like now I feel like I've conquered it and have a better understanding. But now the understanding is don't do just for the sake of, but do what you can. So if I got a lot of money, my nigga, like I said, you know, my new saying is if you ask, I ain't got it. But if I got it and you need it, I would give it to you. You feel me? I'm a pretty observant person, so I kind of got to kind of beat on like when a nigga, you feel me? When a nigga asked me for $40 because they fucked it off, or nigga, I was over here looked in your refrigerator and wasn't shit in this motherfucker.
Type shit.
You feel me? Like I'm pretty good about that. You feel me? So even still, you know.
No, I feel you on that. So all right, so coming from that type of question, when you blow, when you make it, what type of house do you want to buy? Speaking of house,
I'll be a buck with you, man. I already made it. I'm blessed, bro. And, nah, like
I fuck with that.
he said, nigga, you know what the fuck I meant. You about to get back on the bus, nigga. You made it all right to this house, nigga, but it's cold outside. No,
exactly.
It's funny that you asked that because when you, once again, I'll be honest with you, I haven't exactly planned out that far because I'll be honest with you, I literally started from scratch. So starting from scratch, you have this vague idea in your mind, but the Columbus Alive was really at that time making it. You feel me? Getting shows and then you feel me. And at the time, we didn't have distro kids. So you feel me? Getting on Apple Music and shit like that. Like so, like now that I've done all that shit, I definitely have to kind of reevaluate. And I definitely bounce between getting something out south and and like on the south side, what's the name? But I'm not gonna lie.
Stay in the community type though.
Stay in the community. But I also do like the way that they're doing downtown. Like I hate that you guys are doing all this shit and just placing all these people. But god damn, it looks fucking amazing. You feel me? Like I'm one of the motherfuckers you displaced. You feel me? But what you doing to that house? That shit looks phenomenal.
What you mean by downtown? Like the skyscrapers or like German Village? Or...
I'm not gonna lie, man, because I definitely thought about German Village, bro. But even here's the thing I had to think about stuff because I know I'm gonna get married and I know I'm gonna have kids. At least 2 of them. So I was like, I don't want to be one of them people that's like, because Columbus ain't that type of downtown. When you go to downtown Manhattan, it's one of them downtowns where you could live in a skyscraper, go downstairs.
No, Tom, it's only like 30 floors. Like, that's as big as it gets.
Yeah, type. You feel me, bro? Like, but like in Columbus, bro, you feel me? Like having to try to raise your kid in the actual downtown, like I think it would be weird. So, but I like it. So then I'm like, damn, I could just get me a loft downtown. I'm like, nigga, rapper with a wife and a loft that his wife don't stay at. It's just a bad mix. So it's like, I don't know what, maybe I'll get her a loft type shit. I don't know. Like, babe, can we go to your house tonight? Shit, you feel me? But I can't have the keys to that motherfucker. You feel me? That just bad baby. So probably somewhere out south, my nigga, just enough room for the family, bro. You feel me? Cause I don't know, man. For me, I don't really necessarily think of material things, not because I'm super like wholesome and genius. It's just like, I know people got needs. I know that if I got the basics, then I'm pretty good. You feel me? The basics and the ability to do more, I guess. Like if you said, Deuce, you could have this lavish ass house, but you could only afford McDonald's for the rest of the year. You feel me? Or you could have a regular ass house, nigga. You can go to Smith and Walensky's every fucking day if you want. I'm gonna do the regular ass house and go out to eat. And I'm just like, but just period. Like, nigga, I want to travel. I want to go see different things. So a house is a house. Do I want it to be a home? For sure. But as long as everybody got their own room, you feel me? And, everything in that bitch work, I'm going to be cool with that. Now, once again, Deuce fuck around and be on cribs one day because he done married somebody who want a nice house because I also am a sucker. So, you feel me? I don't know. I'll pick a house. I'll let my wife pick the house. You feel me, bro? So,
did you see Redman's cribs?
You plan on staying in Columbus?
I definitely plan on staying in Columbus. And now I will probably have maybe my loft will be in New York. I'll pick somewhere in New York. I really like Brooklyn. I fuck with Brooklyn heavy, man. Shout out to Crown Heights, bro. I fuck with it heavy, the bodega.
Coney Island, so
type shit. You feel me, bro? It's just that bodega, bro. Like you feel me on. I want to say it's on Buffalo. Shout out to my nigga Saka. Shout out to my nigga Habib. I'm like, nigga, that's not your real name. You being funny, bro. He's like, no, my real name is Habib, like a motherfucker. You feel me? But not New York, bro. Maybe give me something in Brooklyn or Manhattan. You feel me? But nah, Columbus is always gonna be home because really, I'm really just like a
hometown nigga.
I'm a neighborhood ass nigga, bro, and not just that, but just even pace of life. Like the thing I like about Brooklyn, because you would think everywhere in New York is fast paced, and it is kind of fast paced, but I literally stay within like the confines of like 3 or 4 blocks. Like I don't go to Statue of Liberty. York, yeah. I don't. You feel me, bro? Like nah, literally, like, there's a dry cleaner. There's a bunch of different restaurants in that bitch.
You don't see like big Walmarts and grocery stores.
You don't. You gotta go to Jersey.
You got the little joint.
And then you got the grocery. Yeah, you got the grocery spot. You feel me? So it's like, nigga, the grocery spot only 2 blocks up. Yeah. You feel me? Miss Wendy with the Chinese food. You go all the way to the top of the street. Utica look like goddamn High Street, and it's really just a regular ass street. You feel me? You feel me? But they got everything on there.
Nah, my dad's projects in Coney Island. You don't got to go outside the projects. It's a street at the edge of the projects. They got everything from Domino's Pizza to the bodega, the dry cleaner, Chinese, all that.
I want to know how did Domino's get the goddamn monopoly on fucking pizza in New York? Like every time they order that shit, they be like, "We getting some Domino's." Hell the fuck no! I'm not about to eat no Domino's pizza in New York.
If you try it, it's different.
You gonna have to show me, brother. Bro. You gonna have to show me.
No Domino's.
That's what everybody say.
I don't fuck with Domino's.
They better get a Donatos
type shit. You feel me? I'm bougie. I'm from Columbus, South Side, where Donatos is. You feel me?
For real, it's hella pizza in Columbus, bro. But when you go to like New York or other places,
I know they got different type of pizza.
they usually don't. Like New York, you either getting pizza from like one of the little spots, or it's like Domino's.
Yeah.
Other places you get like Pizza Hut, Domino's, like chain pizza. Yeah. That's it. They don't got the little like we got Angie's everywhere. You go.
We got all types of pizza.
Yeah, but
here you go, a million places.
New York is weird too, bro, because like I said, like the chains that they like, you feel me, bro? I'm like, some of that shit is just disgusting to me. Like, I'm gonna eat at the bodega before I ever eat at Burger King. I'm not eating no McDonald's, bro, and they cooking a fresh ass hamburger, nigga, at the right down the street. I can get whatever I want on it, bro.
And I can get a pack of shells,
bro. What? I'm not. What, bro?
I really got that option.
So yeah, bro. So I definitely have a spot out here somewhere in Columbus. You feel me? And then I'm gonna have my spot out in New York. So yeah, bro.
All right. Last but not least, bro, what you got coming next?
So coming next, man, I'm just trying to book some shows or whatever. I'm really taking my time with the next project because it's different in that usually by now I'm midway through a run of shows. You feel me? And it's starting to get to the point where it's like, okay, I need to start thinking about what I'm gonna do next. But with this, bro, it's like, I haven't necessarily, I'm just now getting my feet wet with this project. Like, it came out in maybe like March. I wasn't able to do my first show, you feel me, until maybe like May, and the next one didn't come until like September or something like that, just because of how things were going. So actually, bro, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm going to be performing, hopefully developing more as an artist, developing more as a person. And like I said, just doing more cool stuff like this, bro, doing podcasts and performing, bro. That's just,
Yeah, that's what's up.
Definitely. So, shit, you want to get into your last joint, man?
Listen, man. I think that's why we all here.
Boom, boom, boom. Turn it up.
Yeah. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Dope with the flows, but I'm all about my actions. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Dope with the flows, but I'm all about my actions. This for my niggas that's down the ride, keeping the dream alive. I treat the shit like a 9 to 5, working every shift for my gift. Where I spit, feel like Ronnie Fig when he dropping Kiff. Niggas said you more than lit shit, you transcendent. Hope they rock with your boy, yeah, like John Lennon. I'm winning, so many flows that I'm swimming. We ain't had no money, had to focus on time spending. Trying to craft a sound for the underground in the side of town. It's a lion biting down when I see a clown. This what happened when you're rapping, match with your actions. Went from barely made the cut to the team captain. Had doors closed like captions, now I do it with a Christ-like passion. Started late, but now you see how we lasting. No choice, this is just how it happened. Hey, had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Dope with the flows, but I'm all about my actions. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Dope with the flows, but I'm all about my actions. Forced to tell the truth in a world full of fake shit. Been the lowest nigga, but I make the big statements. What I've been saying, while these other niggas was playing, I was roll pavement, taking toll payments. Had to keep my aim up just so I could change stuff. Treat us like them bad boys that ain't puff. That's no biggie, the flow simply letting off until the clip empty. When Jess sent me the beat, I had to eat, dreams to make it big so I couldn't sleep. It's like TLC, come up on the creep. Only live 2 places, up the block and down the street. If we meet, show me love, go ahead and fucking speak. Though the talent is elite, all that front shit is weak. Man, we came up from the valley, had to work to reach the peaks. When we sitting on the throne, yeah, I'm home, take a seat. When I'm running through the field, I ain't gotta change the cleats, nigga. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Dope with the flows, but I'm all about my actions. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Had to make it happen, so I started rapping. Dope with the flows, but I'm all about my actions.
Woo, man.
Look what the cat done drug in.
Listen, man.
Man, we got the homie Dane.
Yeah.
Yes,
Surprise, surprise to everybody.
Third base.
This is our episode number 2. Third base Dane. You'll see you next time. He didn't know, but now he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Blaytent family in this
So
bitch.
stay tuned for that. Chief dresses wolves coming up.
Go check it out.
But yo, so this was our very first episode of House Slippers. We appreciate y'all for being in our home, getting cozy with us. Big shout out to this man, Deuce,
Man, thank you, bro. Thank you.
for having him. Man, you did a great job on the songs. Definitely looking forward to more projects.
Where can we follow you at, man?
Follow me at No Room to Fail, No Room the number 2 Fail on Instagram. Okay, I deleted my Snapchat.
Good.
And where your music at again? One more time.
Listen, man, it's on all streaming platforms, man. And you can find that No Room the number 2 and then Fail. And just look me up on everything, man. Apple Music. I think if you want to make a TikTok, it's 15 minutes track, but fuck it, you can find something to make it 16. You feel me? I'm trying to go viral like the rest of the gang and keep it hip hop. You feel me?
We're gonna have the House Slippers join up soon for everybody to follow. But you can follow me at DJ Teefy614 on all platforms.
You can follow me at Bardo Jones on everything.
At the Rachel Rene and everything.
Real simple and real blatant.
Or, you know, at Chief Third Base Dang. You can Shazam me, Google me, all that. You know.
I'm saying?
Third with the 3, not the word. Third base.
Third,
TRD.
3RD.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Thank y'all for coming to House Slippers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cozy on the house.
Appreciate you.
Right.